Good morning, YouTube. So we're gonna get straight to the video just because I don't want to waste your time. By the way, my name is Josh Matalii. I am a posing coach, full-time posing coach with Take Uncommon Action, known as Team Tua, hence the hat. And we're gonna get into how to do a front relax. So when you go and sign up for a bodybuilding show, whether it be classic physique or bodybuilding open, they're gonna have you start off by doing these 3 poses. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go for 3 poses. So it's gonna be a front relax, so they're gonna show the front relax pose, and then they're gonna have you do quarter turns. The judge is gonna say quarter turn to your right, and then they show a side profile of this pose, and then a quarter turn to your right. They're gonna show the back portion of the pose, and then they're gonna do another quarter turn to the right, showing the other side so you can show off your symmetry, and then you're gonna do another quarter turn to the right, back to the front, hitting your front relax. I will demonstrate it later in the video as to how to do it on myself, but for now I'm just going to use a reference photo that I found, and we're going to talk about just the step-by-steps. And just to make it super simple for you guys, posing starts from the ground up. So you want to start with the feet, then worry about the knee joints, and then worry about the hips, and then I like to lead with the chest and then open up your lats or whatever you need to do. So we're going to start with the front relax pose, and that's all we're going to talk about for the beginning portion of this video, and then I'm going to go work out. I just had 4 rice cakes and 2 scoops of protein, and yeah, let's just get right into it because the pump, it's coming already, so I need to use my time wisely. I only have a few minutes, but we're gonna start from the ground up. So we're gonna use this picture as reference. So when you position your feet, you want your feet to be about 10 and 2, maybe a little bit out, depending on your quad size. And on top of that, you want your feet to be relatively within shoulder width, like inside shoulder width. And what you want to do to engage the quads, it all starts with the feet. So we all have like felt new carpet or new grass, and we want to like tuck our toes like this. We like, just think about like eagle claws. You know how eagles fly and they grab you? So you want to do that with your feet. And you want to do it so much to the point where you create these arches, as you see in the photo, arches in the inner portion of your feet. When you see that, then you are in a good position to engage your quads. So grip the floor with your feet. Claw those suckers. We're gonna move on to the knees. And to make it very simple for you guys is we've all been on like the hip abduction machine where we're spreading our legs and we're pushing out, right? And we do a slight bend in the knee. So to engage the floor, what I want you to do, just imagine, there's 2 things we can imagine. You pretty much want your knees to corkscrew and your feet into the ground, and split the floor outwards. So imagine you're on like a hip abduction machine. You know how you like spread your legs and you're pushing out? So as you grip the floor, push out with your knees with a slight bend. Quads getting engaged. Next is we need to manipulate the waist. The waist, the more you hip thrust forward, the bigger that your waist is going to be. A lot of people are not blessed with small waists, so what you want to do is push your hips back until visually it looks like you have a smaller waist. Very simple. How I think of it sometimes, if you were to wrap a band over your waist or like a rope, and if someone's tucking it from the back, you're pushing your hips back. Almost like how you've seen those exercises where some people have that rope or band around their waist and then you're like bear crawling forward. Same thing, push those hips back. Next is you want to elongate the torso. So you want to lift your chest up, because the more you lift your chest up, it's actually going to visually appear that your waist is a lot smaller than it is. So lift your chest up and then open up your lats. And when you open up your lats, you want your arms to float on your lats. And what you want to do is you want to create the shape of a diamond. So if you look at my clavicle right here, this is the top portion of my diamond. And then I'll come down to that first corner, which is going to be my elbows, and it's going straight down where my hands will pretty much be angling towards splitting my body. So I'll show you a reference of what I mean. And that is pretty much how you do a front relax. So we're going to go get some pre-workout in. I'm going to get some BPM subs in me, endo pump, and then, yeah, enjoy the ride. We're going to hit chest, so it's going to be juicy. So we're out here with the team. This is Brady Oki. He's currently limping right now just because he ran like 50 miles because Team Tua is all about taking uncommon action and fearing mediocrity. So we do crazy stuff like that. And then we got Coach Nate over here. He's actually going to be competing next year, so keep an eye on him. And I'm just waiting for my spot to get these chesticles going. Here's a shout out to all my guys that are wanting to record stuff at the gym. One thing I wish I did sooner was starting sooner. And don't feel like you need to have like a camera that's super expensive to start. For me personally, most of the YouTube videos on here, they are mostly from my phone. So if you got a phone, an iPhone, decent one, you can make it work. Gotta work out those jiggly puffs. Cool, another pro tip, I was talking to Brady, my coach slash mentor slash business partner. I'm just kidding, no, not best friend ever. Best friend ever. So I saw this post the other day where someone said that if you're not posing more than 30 minutes, then you suck at posing, right? And so for me personally, if you have bad habits in posing for your mandatories and your stage presence, just everything with posing, and if you're practicing those bad habits for hours and hours, I've seen a lot of people stay mediocre and not change at all. So what I would recommend looking into is get a posing coach that understands positioning, knows how to put you into correct position for mandatories and for flows, just all the above. Then I say you're in the right track to go on and to practice for long periods of time. Personally, for me, a lot of the guys I work with, I have them pose for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day, but they know what to do and they know what to execute. So perfection is everything for me. So once you know and understand the foundations of posing, you could get away with shorter time frames. Because another thing too, I'm trying to play chess, not checkers. For me, when I was leading up to my show day, I actually only posed for 10 minutes twice, 2 weeks out. And part of it was just because I did so much work in the off season. So off season matters. And last thing you want to do is to practice your posing the final few weeks of prep. So make sure you're practicing far out and make sure you know what perfection looks like on your physique. The main point I want to make is that if you are posing less than 30 minutes a day, that doesn't make you a bad poser. Learn what is perfection for you, and then if you practice 10 to 15 times or 10 to 15 minutes a day, then you're good. Let's use our time wisely, because honestly, like in the off season right now, I only practice 5 to 10 minutes a day. Does that make me a bad poser? No. Everybody's seen me pose and say I'm really good. So to the public, yeah. So time doesn't matter, it's what you make of the time. So be uncommon, make sure you put in your reps, and make sure you know what looks awesome. So that's why I have my YouTube shorts and my Instagram reels putting out this free value for you guys, just because one thing I want to see in this division is everybody has locked in physiques, right? But not a lot of people have locked in posing. So if posing was leveled up a little bit more in the industry, then that will make the competition way more competitive. Okay, we're gonna go off tangent. You know how the word half-assed? So I didn't know it was ASS. I thought it was half-fast, F-A-S-T. That's a little, I'm such a dork, but so when I say it, I don't think I'm cursing because I'm using the word half-fast, because to me it's like half-fast is half effort because you're not moving fast, you're moving slower than what you should be. Does that make sense? Anyways, let's move on to the next workout. So this is like kind of a secret of mine that I don't really tell a lot of my people that sign up for posing sessions, but if you go on my website, I don't share that I give out feedback or like I drew diagrams. Sometimes you have to over deliver, at least for me, that's how I see it. So when I do sessions, I actually take notes for the people I'm coaching, and I use those notes for us to move on and so we can work on those specific needs. And
So after a session, sometimes they're like, oh, can I record the whole session? Which I'm cool with, but I feel like you won't take too much looking back on the session. Let's focus on the main 3-4 points that I want to focus on. So after the session, I send our before and afters, just a normal before and after so you can see it, but then I throw in 2 to 3 diagrams so you can see the vision of how I see when I'm going into these sessions. So I pretty much over deliver, but I've noticed that in the long run it actually helps my athletes understand the art of posing to the point where they can even coach other people. And so that's like kind of like my goal for myself personally, but it's like people learn to appreciate that. So you as aspiring posing coaches, like I definitely recommend doing that for your people, just because remember, we're trying to build like a community full of perfect poses, I like to say. But anyways, let's get into this. Swear, if I get copyrighted because of the song that's playing in the background, I might be slightly upset, but here's what I promise. We're going to be going into the step-by-steps for a front relax, what looks like this. Forgive me, I forgot to bring shorts, and I don't want to show you my undies either, so we're just going to go by step by step, and we're just going to follow the cues that I mentioned earlier today. So first, let's have our feet inside shoulder width, so about right here, and then I'm going to point my feet 10 and 2. I have been coached that I should have it a little bit wider, so maybe more like an 11 and, 3? My number's correct? I'm not really knowledgeable with the clock right now. But we want to claw the feet where until I get these middle arches in my feet, as you could tell. And then we want to split the ground outwards like we're doing a hip abduction machine, pushing your knees out. You want to push your hips back so your waist is smaller, so this is how it looks from the side. Pushing my hips back. And notice that my chest is over my toes, so that's a good range right there. We want my chest to be forward. Next, I want to lift my chest up, open up my lats, and notice how my elbows fall down. They're not up here or not up here. They're more at an angle like so. When I hit this pose, I notice that my hands rest in the range of my belly button, like so. Remember, we're going for a diamond shape here, so look at my clavicle lines and then look at my elbow to my hands. See how it creates half a diamond right there. And now I'm gonna show you a full diamond. Right here, chest up, let those arms, those elbows turn in. Turn your elbows in just a tad. What I like to do, just imagine there's like a pebble in the middle of your body and you're pointing straight to them, and then close your fists. Starting from the ground up. Feet, knees, hips, chest, open lats, elbows and hands are in good position right here.
What up, YouTube? We are back. It's like 5 p.m. and I still haven't showered. It's been a full day. So I came back from the gym and I actually had a call with my now posing coach for bikini. Shout out to her. I will let you know who she is in a future video. Honestly, let me get my session in first, and then I'll give you some feedback of how we're doing on that end. For those of you new here, I pretty much have built this mountain of content and value and information on the men's physique division that for me, I had like this weird awakening where I was just like, I sat there and I pondered, and then the thought came to my mind. It's like, Josh, what if you actually created the mountain for bikini? Because there's not a page out there that is strictly just bikini only, at least from a male's perspective. So we're gonna be that guy next year. Watch me blow up. You'll see this jacked dude in heels, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Anyways, so I am having I believe it was my third meal of the day. It's just rice and chicken sausage by itself. It's actually really good. You know what? I'm gonna put pepper on it because pepper is freaking bomb. Where the heck is the pepper at? Peppa Pig. There it is. Found my Pepper Pig. Cool. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you want to see next. I know a lot of you guys want to see a full day of eating, and I will get to it. I'm trying to warm up to when honestly, every day I'm just eating something different. And it's not consistent, and I need to figure out, like, I need to build foods that will be interesting enough to post about it. Just because I've been super bland. You know what, maybe I should do it. I should make the video called like the most bland meals of the day and just show you all the stuff. Anyways, because after this, I'm gonna have a quesadilla. So 2 tortillas with cheese in it. And then later in the night, I'm just gonna have chicken, rice, and probably blueberries just because I love blueberries. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for me and Paige. And yeah, just be uncommon, manifest greatness, and go destroy your goals. And for those of you that wanna do posing sessions, link below, and I got you. I got you for life. My brothers and sisters, because we're gonna be coaching bikini here soon. So love you guys, bye.